That question always takes me back to my childhood because I think I was always politically conscious and acting without realizing it. Because public service take shape in different ways. I grew up in a rural village. From my doorstep to the next piece of a tar road still remains to this day approximately 5 kilometers. Even though in my household we grew up with, a borehole, there were households around us that didn't, who had to either walk, 3 kilometers to the community dam to get water there. And because I spent the first 6 years of my life, I had a contrast to, what is right and what seems wrong. Because growing up in Soweto, our street was paved, right? There was every household on the street had water. And it just seems like this is not right. And my grandfather, who raised me up, always made sure that those families, for instance, who could not afford to have an old lady who has a grain in the household walking those 3 kilometers with a 20-liter bucket on their head fetching water. He always made them fetch water from our household. And we were always staying with relatives who, due to a variety of reasons, their family couldn't take, good care of them. And we always provided, for other people other than, our direct family. And in that way, I think that's where the seed of public service was planted, because it was always this notion that whatever little you have, share it with those around you, particularly those who don't have. And going to high school, I began being curious about history and the politics of our country. And my English teacher always fed me, the most, I think, important books at the time, like Steve Biko's I Like What I Like, Nelson Mandela's Long Road to Freedom. And those things, I think, cumulatively planted in me the desire to be in public service.